Hello, Pisces. It's umomgtarot, and this is your monthly reading. So let's get right in. Oh wait, let's light this candle. It's lit in here. It's Pisces, not Pisces season, but I know. Not necessarily, but it will be lit for the dear Pisces. Woo! Almost burning my finger. Okay. Now we're right. Now the ambiance is right, Pisces, okay? So let's have a look at your monthly reading. Let's just see what comes up. Play it by ear. Here we go. All right, Pisces. Your first card is Aries. Some of you channeling your Aries energy. It's about that action. Take that action, baby. Take that action. I'm being annoying. I'm sorry. I'm going to relax. Pisces. Okay. So that Aries energy, let's think about what it embodies. That, hey, I'm first, baby. And also, the Emperor is a leader. Natural born leader. Connects to that Aries energy. You know, you're getting a fiery type, somebody who doesn't have to wait. You gotta go, dude. You're gonna knock stuff over. You're gonna make a scene. Come on, man. So the Emperor is the head of the household, is the manager of the grocery store, and person in charge. And they are the one that comes up with. They're resourceful, basically. So they'll take care of stuff. You can leave it to them. That's you, okay? And you need to embody that this month. You need to be a leader up in here. Okay, Pisces, you can't be the wishy-washy thing. You can't be the gullible thing. You can't just wait and imagine and hope and manifest and think and all that stuff. You gotta take action. You taking action this month, okay? Listen, talk about that action. Look at my cat. Ooh, I just said. So we have the Hangman here in reverse. Hangman is associated with your sign. What'd he do? He waits. He hangs. He just lays there until there's a shift in perspective. Now, I'm not super worried about you because the Hangman is in reverse. What a delight. The stagnation is over. The clarity is there. The eureka moment is there. You see the light behind the head. It's the sun. It's the sun. Okay? Eureka. I'm going to cut myself up out of this stagnation and gets it going. We already had the Emperor. We already knew action was coming. We already knew resourcefulness was coming. But we also now know that there is an aha moment where it's like things click and it's kind of illusionary, right? So it's like an intuitive or gut feeling. It's kind of a whimsical feeling almost because of that Neptunian energy connected to the Hangman. So the action is rooted in dreamy illusion, not deception straight up, but like perception basically. Like you got judgment. Okay, some of you Pisces are out here learning that the lesson of all of your foolishness running around, it's judgment day, yo. It's judgment. It's your day of reckoning. Okay, we got the two X's. We got them two X's, 20 representing 20, number of completion. Right, there's the hey, you're supposed to take action. There's the waiting and waiting and waiting to take action, waiting to take action, and now the horn. Listen, how do races start? It's a horn. It's a horn. It's time to wake up. Time to wake up, Pisces. Okay, so you guys have got to embody that Emperor energy, and you got to get off your tuchus. If you've been waiting for a long time, if you've been living in limbo, you got to get up off your tuchus. You okay, buddy? Wait, did that touch you? Did that touch you? It better not. Right? Okay, so the Judgment card is also associated with Pluto. You got 3 major arcana cards for your themes. That's kind of cool. Very major themes, Pisces. Let's have a look at your spread. As a kitty cat sits and watches. Right, that is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Ooh. The 8 of Wands in reverse. The Fool. The 10 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. Okay, so Pisces, listen. I feel like you're getting a message to like what you need to do, because what you have coming ahead of you this month is a lot of mental warfare, mental recalibration needed constantly. So there's armor in here on this Knight, and he's coming in to take action. Now I feel like some of you have been reluctant to take action. You've been on the defensive rather than the offensive. This person's supposed to be a warrior, send a message, and this person is in reverse, which means they're kind of being, again, on defensive, but like, you know, although they're prepared for war, are they being really mousy about it? Are they ready? Are they like slamming a lunch tray on someone's face? No, they're like, okay, who wants to fight? We got to get that fight in you, Pisces. You need more of that you know, the fire in you. You need to make sure it doesn't go out. So then we have the Eight of Wands, which means some of you Pisces will be traveling. Some of you are very reluctant to travel. See, again, very reluctant to travel. Wanting to take an action, wanting to take a leap of faith, I guess. Wanting to, because we have the Fool here. But very reluctant, very hidey. And this action here, actually moving, traveling, going somewhere, is in reverse. So it's I guess there's something, Pisces, that you guys are really very hesitant to travel, to execute, to do. A leap of faith right there in the middle of this. You're going to have to take a leap of faith. Almost feels like you have to take a leap of faith because you have the Ten of Swords. All resources are exhausted and done to the AF. And then also Nine of Swords, you have the anxiety of it all in the back of your head, the processing, the healing that is necessary because of this Ten of Swords situation. This leap of faith, some of you guys have taken a risk that didn't work out. Some of you guys have waited to, like, on the right time to take a jump, and then it kind of didn't pan out, right? So some of you guys were hopeful, some of you guys were naive, some of you guys believed things that you shouldn't have, some of you guys didn't have all the information, and you simply didn't make an informed decision with your actions, because it shows that these actions were too slow. Maybe you guys were too slow, and you know what they say, too slow. I don't know, I actually don't remember the expression, but you know there is one. The Eight of Wands is like, that's making an effort. Maybe you didn't make enough of an effort, you didn't come in here and try to, you know, it's basically like you came in here with the armor, with the fight, but did you actually fight, or did you just kind of, you know, you're prepared to fight, but you didn't actually fight? Not enough effort, and this leap of faith that you're taking, you know, it feels like you're being forced to take a leap of faith, and that there's some betrayal, backstabbery in it, but it's done to death. It's a final ending kind of thing. Some of you guys are being faced with an ending, Judgment Day ending. It does line up. Taking a leap of faith, this is almost like some of you are going to have to take a risk. Leap of faith, a risk. Some of you guys are trying to find another job. Some of you guys are trying to find another relationship. Some of you guys are trying to literally leave. Pack it up and leave and take a leap of faith. Because you feel backstabbed, or because, you know, situation's done to death. Clear signs of this is done, this is done, this is done in a situation. It could be a relationship. It could be a partnership of some sort. This thing is giving you anxiety long enough. Nine of Swords represents anxiety. The Nine of Swords being in reverse is just like it's been happening. It's been recurring. It's been a cycle. The swords are on the end of this. I would hope, Pisces, that this Judgment Day is giving you eurekas. You know, eurekas. And that you've learned the lesson of your inaction. You've learned the lesson of learning a lesson and not really kind of actually using the tools and growing from the lesson. Also, some of you have faced some sort of betrayal. It just feels like it goes so left. Like, it feels like, okay, you've been hesitant to act. You need to take action. You need to put more effort. You need to take a leap of faith. You need to take a leap of faith. And then it's like, so when I take a leap of faith, I'm going to fall and land on a bunch of swords? Like, what? So I'm going to have anxiety and think about that failure for so long. Or maybe hesitant to take a leap of faith because of the failures that have happened before. But why would it be at the end of your reading? You don't want to validate those feelings at the end of all this, and that's why maybe you're so hesitant. Right, Pisces? Wow. Let's hone in. Let's hone in. What exactly are you so hesitant about? Why are you feeling the hesitance? Oh, okay, so the Star card, there's somebody who's the star, the elite, the star. You don't feel hopeful, you don't have faith. Nine of Swords, just feeling heavily burdened by responsibilities and a lack of faith. Okay, so some of you guys just feel trapped. Some of you feel like you can't move forward, but you can't leave because you have so much at stake. And some of you feel like, you know, no matter what you do, you can't shine. Okay, and that's totally understandable. You feel stagnation. You feel like you're in a state of limbo. Some of you have been there, especially mentally, for a long time. But this Eureka, this wake-up call, represents something that is dramatically different and a huge change in your life. Pluto, that is associated with this card, is representative of just moving on to the next chapter of life. Learning the lessons, being called out on what the lessons you didn't learn are, or that you do know and are ignoring, so that you can just move on to the next chapter and heal and understand, and just, or even just kind of recognize yourself as a different person than before. Sometimes life events change us, and it's like who you were before that life event is just never, it ain't never gonna come back. I just noticed there's a giant spider web. Like they made like a whole Charlotte's Web on my tarot card books. Oh, I'm putting a stop to that. I don't care how spiritual you guys say spiders are. I want you out of here. Okay. But that's very eye-opening, Pisces. Let's talk about that. The leap of faith. Oh, you took a leap of faith because there was an opportunity. that's good. Maybe you're hesitant, but now you're doing the damn thing to take, level up to the king energy that you deserve, to align with the mastery things you master at, and to make the money that you feel like you deserve. Some of you Pisces are getting to that king status with the money and the finances and the luck and the resourcefulness. Then you're being a little bit colder too. You're trying to summon like a higher level. So some of you guys are trying to, when you don't get a promotion, so you give yourself a promotion by upgrading your skill and applying to different jobs and stuff like that. It's like that, y'all. So yeah, this is a very like leadership type of vibe to it, Pisces. So some of you guys are, okay, so some of you guys, especially this leap of faith here, it's giving boss, it's giving supporting bosses and bosses, like the upper up people, the authorities, not just like, oh, my supervisor. It's like giving authority. So King of Swords, executive decision, which means a difficult decision that was, maybe a boss fired you, maybe somebody like carried out a difficult decision that you didn't like, and you were not down with it. King and Queen of Pentacles, we know there's just an overarching situation where it comes down to the dollar, and that might be why there was a leap of faith that you need to take. Maybe two people seduced you, like maybe two bosses seduced you, and it's like, hey, we have an incredible offer that you can't refuse. And then you had some wicked King of Swords type boss where they were just being blunt and they're gonna cut you anyway, and could be the case. We have the Queen of Wands, a lot of Queen energy with Queen of Action, very resourceful, Black Cat energy, giving you some luck. Three of Swords. Okay, disappointment with the third party. What is that? Third party. Okay, disappointment with the Strength card with the Leo energy. Endurance, having faith. Okay, so third party, third disappointment. So it just feels like, Pisces, it feels like you're learning a lot of lessons this month. Feels like you have some obstacles, whether it be people or situations at work or relationships, but it's giving more like just general, not relationships, just in general. So life circumstances, it could be at work for sure with all these pentacles, but just as far as opportunities, you could have somebody just being like putting the foot down, someone just being like cutting you. Like I feel like cutting your hours, reducing your accessibility, but just being blunt or being kind of cold, kind of mean, and having to deal with that because it's right in the center of your opportunities on the leadership and power side, and then also what you can do, like your power purchasing, how you can help with your opportunities. So it's just kind of cutting you down in both ways. You have a lot of burden and a lot of responsibility, so you don't even necessarily feel free. But it's interesting because the Star card is about being free. It's associated with Aquarius. Aquarius is that energy of freedom and community and wanting people around you, but it's in reverse. So some of you guys felt shackled to your responsibilities, and so this person may have made an executive decision to cut your lifeline, right? But this does affect your money. This might be in charge of your livelihood, and so for that, I cannot forgive. The Queen of Wands, the action, the person who took the action really broke your heart. This is a very like the third party situation. It's like the person specifically in this situation that is interfering, that is causing this, is really heartbreaking. That might be a person that you weren't expecting was involved. So then we have the Leo energy of the Strength, and this is all usually about adaptability and just being very resilient. So enduring for a while and kind of just leveling up to what you deserve. That Infinity is like, it ain't over to the fat lady sings, what an old offensive expression, but it's like, this ain't over until I win, kind of maybe Les Brown. And also just being emotionally intelligent and navigating yourself with that emotional intelligence first and foremost to make it through any type of situation that you're in. I think Pisces, you guys have a complicated one going on right now. So it'll take all the charisma, all the charm, Pisces, which comes natural to you. So just, I feel like if anything that I learned from this reading is, hey, failure to act can result in a ripple effect. Okay, so just don't procrastinate and try to get past the whole limbo thing where it's taking you forever to realize something, and don't let the Sonic time run out. You know, when you're playing Sonic and the time runs out and it's like din it, and the pressure, and you get anxiety and you just dash the whole system away. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. All right. So anyways, there it is, Pisces. That's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. If anything resonate, we can go further into it if you order a tarot reading. And yeah, I will see you guys. See you, Pisces, in the next one. Bye-bye.